Hello my friends, Amy Esther here, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my 5-minute makeup and hair routine that I do every day. So you guys ask me all the time, how in the world do you get ready when you live chronically ill and you have a lot of fatigue and pain? And why in the world would you get ready? Why would you use some of your energy to do that? So today I want to share with you my quick and easy routine. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you have not been here before, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss any of the videos that I post here on my channel. I make videos about life with chronic illness multiple times a week. And the question I keep getting is, what do you do to get ready? Yes, I get ready almost every day. There definitely are rare occasions where I don't put on any makeup and I stay in my pajamas all day, but it's definitely more of the rare thing. Most days I do put on makeup and have my hair done. First of all, for my hair, you guys, I only do it once a week. That is the secret. Hair, I think for me is a lot harder because I have to keep my hands up like over my head, and I have a condition where my blood does not circulate well, so that does not work super well for me. So what I do is once a week, typically on Sunday when I have my day of rest and my husband's home and I'm not really doing a lot except maybe going to church, I do my hair. So I shower every day, every night before bed, but I don't wash my hair except for on Sundays, or if, my kid spills peanut butter in my hair or something, then maybe I will, wash my hair another time. But typically I only wash it on Sundays, and I like to let it air dry because, again, just extra energy. I do things that take the least amount of energy. So I let it air dry, and then I will either curl it or straighten it. And I typically switch off. Like one week I curl it, the next week I straighten it, and I do that little cycle. So when I straighten it, not too exciting, I just straighten my hair. It does take me longer to straighten it than to curl it, even though my hair is like mostly straight. Like I don't have naturally curly hair, but it takes me longer because I have to do the whole thing or else it just looks kind of weird. So I typically do that on days where maybe I'm feeling a little bit better. I have a little more time to rest after I do my hair. And then the other weeks I curl it, and I will show you now how I get these curls. Okay, so I use my straightener to curl my hair, and of course if I'm straightening my hair that day, then I will actually straighten it. So there's crazy noises going on here, but I use my straightener to curl my hair because it's so much faster. And I used to do really tight curls with my curling iron, and now I'm just kind of into the looser curls because then I can just leave it for the whole week and I don't have to worry about recurling my hair over and over again. So the first thing that I do is I do these front two pieces here and here, and I do them a little bit higher up, and I just take it and twist until a curl forms, and sometimes it doesn't, and I'll just take it and do it one more time or make it smaller. And I kind of just want like a bit of a curl at the top, and then I leave the bottom a little bit straighter. Same thing with this side. And then the rest of my hair, I do the curl more like around this section. So if it gets a little too curly, I just kind of straighten over it a little bit. Yeah, just kind of like a loose little curl there. And then I go through and I take all of the rest of the pieces and I just kind of do a very slight curl. And I don't curl all of them, I just curl some of them. And yeah, just like a little twist. That one wasn't very good, so I'll just do it again, or I'll grab a smaller piece. And I do that to the rest of my hair. And I kind of vary them, mostly around this level is where I put the curl. One more thing that I do for my hair to make it go faster is this. I don't know if you can see it, but I get an undercut so that I have less hair to curl and to straighten and to do, as well as it keeps me cooler. I get pretty severe heat intolerance, and so by cutting off that section of my hair, it makes it so I can wear my hair down without overheating. So I'm gonna finish the rest of my hair. It's only gonna take me a couple of minutes, and again, I only do this once a week, so it's super fast.
Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't feel.
That is it for my hair. Now let's do my makeup, because that needs to be done. All right, you guys, I got my hair done. I feel very close to the camera, but I want to make sure you can see me. So we're doing a very close-up of my face today. You're going to see all the imperfections. But in today's video, I want to share with you my 5-minute makeup routine. It literally takes me 5 minutes. I'm sure it'll take me 30 minutes to explain, but it does only take me 5 minutes if I'm not talking to a camera. And I wanted to thank Merit for sending me some products to try out and share with you guys. I sometimes get products sent to me, and I make sure that I like them before I share them with you, but these have become a big part of my beauty routine, and they've made it go a lot faster. Merit has a line for really simple minimalist look, and that's kind of what I've been going for recently, especially to save energy and time since I live chronically ill and I can't always do everything. I like my routine to be as fast and quick as possible. I've also been trying to use more of like the features of my face rather than covering them up, instead using makeup to just enhance those rather than trying to change, you know, the shape of my eyebrow or change the color of my face. Instead, just like do more simple just to enhance, if that makes sense. So that's part of the reason why I really love their products. I will link everything I am talking about today down below if you're interested in anything. But yeah, let's get started. So first of all, I use this mirror, which was a mirror that was on, you can see the back is like, God, you can't see that. It's not. So you can see the back had like crap on it, and it's because it used to be like a nice mirror that was hooked to something and then it fell off, and I haven't bought a new one. So this is what I've been using. And the first thing I always do is curl my eyelashes. I have very straight eyelashes. They stick straight out, so I try to just get them as best as possible. The first thing that I do is I go in with the Merit Perfecting Complexion Stick. On their website, it says it's not a foundation or a concealer, but it replaces both in your makeup bag. And I definitely agree with that. This is what I use most of the time, like on day-to-day. Today I'm doing just like a day-to-day makeup. I usually just use this as basically both my concealer and my foundation. If I'm doing filming that day, or I don't know, we have family pictures, or I'm going on a date with my husband or something, I use this as my concealer, and then I use this Clinique Redness Solutions. So it has sunscreen in it, which is what I use if I'm going in the sun. However, I don't go in the sun very often because I have pretty severe heat intolerance. So I don't always do that, but this is my favorite because I do have very, if you can see, I have very red cheeks. It's not just like cute blush, but it's like, it's red all in the wrong places. So I use this on those kind of days, and I used to use that all the time. And now that I found this complexion stick, it's so much easier. I just use this for everything. So I usually start under my eyes, and under my eyes gets quite dark. And so I use a little there. I use a little around my nose. And then, like I said, I have these like red cheeks. And so I just kind of like draw it on in the places that are the worst. And I do a little here and a little here. So that's what I do with the complexion stick, which again is like my day-to-day makeup. And then I use my brush. Where is it? I don't know what this is called, but I will link it down below. This is from Clinique. This is really the only like nice brush that I have. I mean, it's not that nice anymore because I've used it forever. But this is what I use to blend everything in. Merit does have a blending brush. They did not have any in stock when I ordered this last set, and so I do not have that, but it probably would work better than this one. yeah, I love this thing. Again, they gifted this for me, but I'm obsessed with it, and I seriously use this every day now for my foundation, and it's just awesome. So the next thing that I do is I go in with a little bit of blush. So this is the Beverly Hills color, and if you can just see that. This is also Merit. Now, I do have very rosy cheeks. Oh, there we go. I do have very rosy cheeks, so I don't use a lot of blush. If I do my Clinique foundation, I use a little bit more, but on days like this where I'm just doing like a very minimalist, quick makeup, I just do a tiny bit on my cheeks just to bring back that natural color. I used to never use blush because my cheeks were so rosy. It was like I just wanted to cover them up, and I didn't want to, I don't know, I just didn't want my cheeks to have any color at all. But recently I've been trying to not hide my features, and so I'm definitely trying to, instead of hide the fact that I have red cheeks, like maybe that's a good thing because people wear blush in order to get that look. So I mostly focus on, you know, covering up this here and then keeping the red, like the red cheeks up there. And I just kind of use my fingers to blush that, or to blend that blush in. And then I go in with a bit of a bronzer. This is the one I use. It is just a drugstore brand, Remy L. London natural bronzer. Yeah, nothing really fancy. And I just use a really cheap brush. Okay, I literally got this from Ross, so super cheap. Nothing fancy, but I don't know, I don't go crazy with this kind of stuff, so I just get a cheap brush and I just go right where like the sun would naturally hit my face, and I go right over the blush, so it comes less of a like bright pink cheek and more of like a, I don't know, a sun-kissed look. And then I go right here where the sun would hit above, like at the top of my head, and then I typically put a little bit down my neck to make sure that, because my neck doesn't like get a lot of sun, right? I mean, none of me gets that much sun, but sometimes my neck is a little bit wider than the rest of my face, so I just kind of bring it in there and down wherever I see fit. But that gives me a little bit more color in my face. You can kind of see that already is looking a lot better there. And yeah, usually that takes me like 10 seconds to put that on. I went a little more specific on that one. Okay, next I'm gonna do my eyebrows. This is so far my favorite eyebrow brush. It is also from the Merit line. Again, I promise that I won't show you anything, even if it's gifted to me, that I don't genuinely love and use. I am seriously obsessed with this brand. So I am using the Brow 1980 from Merit, and this is my favorite brow brush I have ever used. I have tried so many brow things because my eyebrows start to thin. You can probably see it right there. I've been trying to not pluck them. There's probably some that do need to be plucked outside of their range, but I try not to pluck my brows too much because they already are thinning so much from some of the chronic illnesses that I have. And so I used to just go in and pencil them in, but this takes like a third of the time, if maybe even less. And so what I do is I go up, and then I go through and I go down to make sure that both sides of my eyebrows are coated. I have very, very thin and light colored eyebrows. So I'm using the blonde color for this eyebrow brush. So I go down and then I go back in and I fluff them back up. And then I go in with the tip and I kind of fill in the ends of my eyebrows that are a little bit thinner over there, and make sure that everybody's looking good. But you can obviously see there's a huge difference between this one and this one. And then I check after. I usually have one that ends up longer than the other because, yeah, my eyebrows are thinning, and so this one is almost always a little bit like lopsided. So try to fix that, and not perfect. Now this one's a little too long. This is the hardest part, the whole process. And I can see that I missed one little hair here that I need to pluck. I don't have my tweezers with me, so you're just gonna ignore that. But even though I do have some eyebrow hairs that are a little bit higher, I actually don't really pluck them anymore unless they're poking out like this little guy right there, where they're darker and poking out, because I just want as much eyebrow as I can have here in my eyes. So that again usually takes me like 10 seconds to do, which is so much easier than how it used to be, and I am just obsessed with that little brush. So, oh, I forgot one thing on my face, and it is just a little highlighter stick. I much prefer the liquid blush and highlighter to powdered stuff. So this one is my favorite. I always put this on the top even after I do my powder, what's it called? Powder brain fog. You know what I'm talking about. Bronzer. Even after I do my powdered bronzer, I put this on top and it blends in really well. But I just don't, I don't know. I don't love the powder stuff. I feel like it doesn't stay on my face very much. Bronzer, I just need a little bit, and so it doesn't really bother me. So I kind of put it over just those spots that naturally get a little sun again and want a little bit of a highlighting effect there. And then I typically go in again with one of these cheap brushes, and this is another one of those. This is just kind of my, I don't know, my blending brush that I just kind of make sure everything's blended. And just a cheap brush I got from Ross, so I will not be linking this down below because, first of all, it is not that great. You probably have nicer brushes than I do. But that's kind of the finished face look, and then we go to the eyes. First thing I do is I go in with, this is the palette I've been using recently. I'm trying to have more of like a minimalist makeup bag, and so I just found this that had the colors that I typically use. So if I'm doing darks, if I'm doing like a smoky eye for a date night or for a YouTube video, then I use this blue one, and I'll usually kind of like mix it with these two together. And then my day-to-day, if I'm feeling sparkly, this one's super sparkly, this one's a little more dull, and then this one's just very like natural. So I have these options for whatever I'm feeling, because I do like to kind of change up my eyeshadow day to day depending on the look that I'm going for, depending on what I'm doing that day, or I just kind of, it helps me kind of like change up my look from day to day. So sometimes I do go in with the Flush Balm, this the same thing I use on my cheeks, and I use this blush on my eyes if I'm wanting more of like that kind of look. So I just kind of pick for the day, and I just have this little brush. Again, it's a cheap one. I think I'm gonna go with this color right here. This is just, I guess I should tell you what this is. Revlon So Fierce. So just drugstore eyeshadow. So I used to get those really big eyeshadow packs that had like all the different colors, and I would think I'd choose a different one every day, but I'd end up with like 3 or 4 that I was just obsessed with. And then I saw this pack, and it had kind of the 4 colors that I typically go for, and that's what I decided to just stick with that. So we're just gonna do that on my eyelids, and sometimes I'll go in doing like lighter on the inside. Again, I keep looking at this side screen. I'm sorry, I'm not looking you in the eye. Sometimes I'll do like lighter on the inside, darker on the outside, or I'll go into my crease, a little bit of this red color, pinkish color, and go in just on the creases. So sometimes I will just do the all over color, and like, especially I'm not really doing anything that day except just hanging out with the kids and cleaning and all that stuff, I will just do all over color of one color. But if I'm kind of going out and doing stuff, I'll just change it up and do some other things. Typically I will add just a little bit of usually this color right on the inside of my eye, just like right here, just to kind of highlight that space. And then I will often add either my highlighting stick again or one of the lighter colors to go right under my eyebrows, just to kind of highlight right there. So it's a little bit shiny and nice to like give that a little bit of a pop. Okay, so next is eyeliner. So this is the eyeliner that I like the most. It's Maybelline New York. The color is, I don't know the color. It doesn't say the color, but it's Master Precise All Day Matte. I really like liquid liners because they seem to stay better on my eye, and also I feel like it's easier to get like a good straight line, and whenever I use something that's not liquid, it ends up just smearing and smudging, and so these are usually the ones I use. So I go over the top of my eye and then I just go close to my line. I do not like doing waterline eyeliner. It freaks me out. So I just go really close. And that's all I do there. So final step is, not final step, 2 more steps, but one of them is mascara. I've been using the Merit Clean Lash Mascara. It's a lengthening mascara and it's really, really nice. Go in with my mascara to finalize. I have very thin eyelashes and they're very short. So I like to buy lengthening mascara so that it's not clumpy, but it makes my eyelashes look a little bit longer. Okay, so once we finish with my eyes, I go in for my lips. So there's 2 things that I typically do. I am not one that likes to change lip color a lot. If you notice, every once in a while I'll wear like a brighter color in a video just for fun. But day to day, I pretty much always wear the same thing. I like very natural looking lips day to day, but I like to wear something because they get very like dry and they just don't look good. But I like to wear stuff that just kind of enhances my lips rather than tries to change them. So 2 things that I do, I either go in, again, I use this for everything, with the Merit blush, and I just put this on my lips. It's going to be a lot more matte than this, which is my Merit Shade Stick, and it is a tinted lip oil. So I use this pretty much every day. This is kind of my go-to lip gloss, and I love the color. The color that I have here is Au Naturel tinted lip oil. That was my 5-minute hair and makeup routine. My hair, if it is Sunday, my hair day, then it might take me, 10 to 15 minutes to get ready versus 5 minutes, but every other day I don't do my hair again, and it's just my makeup, which takes me about 5 minutes. Yes, it took me 30 minutes to explain it. You guys, I'm obsessed with Merit. It is my favorite makeup brand now. They make my routine go so fast and easy. It also came with this super cute makeup bag. My goal was to fit everything in this bag, and it's really not that big, but I can fit all of my makeup stuff in this one bag. Super quick and easy to get ready every day. So I will link Merit down below if you guys are interested in checking out any of their products, as well as any other products that I used today. I will link those in the description as well. And thank you for your support and love on my channel. I hope to see you on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.